Welcome back to my pat. Welcome back to my podcast, Unpacking My Thoughts. I am your host, Bridget, and I am so excited to be back. I thank each and every one of you for joining me today. You are able to view this podcast on YouTube. Just type in Unpacking My Thoughts. You can also listen to this podcast on whatever platform you choose. Again, thank you for joining me. How are you? How is everyone doing? How are you feeling? We are in May. Things are starting to open back up. The new no mask order has taken effect for those who have the vaccine. You are no longer required to wear your mask. For those who have not had the vaccine and you just still want to be safe, mask is, still an option for you. I think we're just really going on the honor system with the whole if you've had your vaccine you don't have to wear a mask, because where I've been, the places that I've been so far, I have not seen anyone checking to see if the person, had the vaccine that didn't have a mask on. So that's why I said it's pretty much just the honor system. We are trusting that you took your mask off because you got the vaccine, and that we're all going to still be safe. And as things open up more and we're going out more, that we're going to be kind and patient with each other, because truth be told, we've all been in the house over a year, some less, but we're all getting back out here. So let's be kind and let's be patient with each other as we transition back outside, because the outside is open. The outside is back open. Restaurants, everything, it's open. So enjoy yourself and be safe. What are we unpacking today? We're going to unpack healing. Y'all, healing is so important to me, and I just harp on it. I've done other I can't think of I did videos. I went blank. I have done videos on my YouTube channel. Try a Smile. Please go check it out. And I just think it's so necessary to heal, because as a young woman, the things that I have been through, the things that I have experienced, with anybody, trauma causes some type of damage. It may be minor, it may be major, but trauma causes damage to you. And there is nothing worse than dealing with a broken person who won't acknowledge they're broken and won't get the help that they need to be better. We know those people. They're just bitter and mean, and they do not walk and they do not make decisions from a healed place. And when I'm talking about being healed, I am talking about you can address your issues and know how to work through them. I'm not saying that you don't have the issues and that you are perfect and that nothing bothers you and you never get out of pocket, you never raise your voice. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying that as a healed person, you're able to navigate through life so much different. For me, I realized that some of the things that I hadn't healed from is because I didn't have the time. There was no time to deal with it, because let's go back. When I was 12, my parents got divorced. Okay, so we go from the divorce, we move to a new city. I'm in a new school. I'm trying to adjust to the new school, adjust to the new city, adjust to my new normal, okay? Things transition quickly. This new normal for me was, I had to get adjusted. So I'm adjusting. I'm going through middle school. You got your middle school issues that you deal with. Go to high school. You got your high school things that you deal with. Then I turn 19 and I get pregnant. Had a beautiful baby girl who is a gorgeous, wonderful adult now. So I went from that to this to this. Then I went from being, having a baby, being a single mom, deciding to go back to college, finishing college, working. I went from one job to another job. So it really wasn't that I was avoiding the healing. It's just I didn't have the time, let me say this. I didn't make the time. Because I had got past it, I thought I had healed from it. There is a difference in healing from something and just getting past it. There's a big difference, because just because you pass something doesn't mean you have dealt with it, and dealing with it is where you find the layers. The layers. Oh my goodness. The layers of healing. Sometimes you be tired. You deal with one issue, and then something else that's sprung from that issue. You got to deal with that, and it's like an onion. And let me tell you, the deeper you get to the core, trust, the more you will cry. The more I cried. I don't know about nobody else, but the more I cried for that 12-year-old little Bridget. I cried for just each phase of my life that I did not give myself a chance to properly heal, and just to go through the different things, and just to learn or relearn myself all over again, and find out who I was, what I liked, what I didn't like, what I would tolerate, what I would not tolerate. But because I took the time to get the healing I needed, I was able to navigate the experiences from a different mindset. Because when so you go through the experience, right? You go through whatever trauma it is, and you have one frame of mind. So then you come out, and then there's a different frame of mind. And then when you're healed and you look back, you can see it in even a different frame of mind. So each time you go through something and you deal with it, you're going to have a new perspective. You're going to look at it with a new set of eyes. And when you are looking from a healed place, there's a compassion and a growth that you have, that you can be able to let go of what happened to you. Now, let me tell you also about healing, because I thought if I was healed and I let go of it, I didn't acknowledge the wrong that happened and the wrong that had been done to me. Healing does not mean you don't acknowledge the wrong. It just means you have been able to release it, because you know that it's not going to benefit you holding on to it for whatever reason. So I healed so I could learn, hey, that's wrong. Not repeat that behavior, and not allow those behaviors to be repeated towards me, because there were some things that people had done to me that was wrong, that I had to realize, hey, that wasn't a good thing. You didn't deserve that. Do you know, sometimes we feel like, oh, maybe I deserved it. And when you know better, you're like, no, I did not deserve that at all. And I will not accept that again. So that's important. All of that is so important. And it's beneficial to get the healing you need how you need it. First step, acknowledge you need healing. I need healing. I have dealt with some things. I've experienced some things that I haven't dealt with. Or I've experienced some things that I'm too scared to deal with. Or I've experienced some things that hurt so bad, I don't know how to deal with them. You got to acknowledge wherever you are in the process first. And then take the steps that you need. I promise you, when you acknowledge it, what you need will come to you. God has a way of helping us when we acknowledge what we need. He has a way of stepping in and intervening on our behalf when we finally confess what it is that we need. The confession is not for him, it's for us. It releases and opens us up to be able to accept in what we're needing. So I just encourage each and every one of you out there, if you have not taken the proper steps to start the process, go through the process, because some of you started the process and it got too heavy and you were like, whoa, and you stopped right in the middle. Go back. Get the help and assistance that you need. If therapy is a wonderful outlet for you, seek out a good therapist. If you're like me and you're a person that loves to pray and to talk and to really, be open and honest so that God can minister to you, go through that steps that you need. If you need both, talk to God and talk to a therapist. Get what you need to help you process so that you can live a happy, fulfilled life. It is awful to try to go through life broken. You're not the best you. You ever broke a cup? You can't use that cup because it cannot handle anything. It's not going to hold your beverage. It's going to be leaking and just a mess. We are the same way. If we are broken, we cannot operate to full capacity as we should. And we want to be able to walk in our purpose. We want to be able to walk in our happiness. We want to be able to make lasting friendships. We want to be able to mend things with our family. Most of all, you want to be able to get the healing that you need for you so that you can look yourself in the mirror each and every day and be happy with who you see, what you see, and who you are becoming. All those things come from going through the healing process and taking the time to do what's best for you. Until next time, keep unpacking.